just so people, in case you're thinking of, oh, shit, I'm going to get some OnlyFans, I'm sure there's people out there who are doing the stuff that you want them to do. Just be careful, because I had a mate who thought it would be funny to buy, well, not funny, obviously he wanted to buy OnlyFans for his own personal reasons. I don't think we need to dive into those reasons.
Yeah.
Turns out this person used to be on Love Island.
Okay.
Turns out what she was uploading to OnlyFans was pretty much the same as what she's uploading to Instagram.
Was this you?
Bitch, no, it wasn't. It wasn't. No, because I've never done. I've never ever paid for an OnlyFans. All right, no, seriously though, top 3 best and worst influencers.
All right, we're straight into it.
Straight into it. We are bussing.
Do you know what I thought you were going to talk about earlier? I thought you were going to say, I see it all the time. As you said, so many people want to be an influencer. I think there was a study that came out that said with kids wanting to have a future career, nearly all of them said YouTuber.
Yeah, there's a big trend now.
A massive trend. And it's also a lot different than it used to be. So much different. You've got to censor everything.
You do, but I also feel like it's more accessible.
Definitely.
Everyone has a mobile phone.
They've made it so much easier.
Like, compared to when we were growing up, I think probably me being me, I wanted to maybe be like a builder or like a fire, like, like just the generic, like, I want to go to space, I want to be an astronaut, that sort of stuff. Gone are though, like, well, maybe not gone, but like, they're not the go-to job per se as what they once were when we were growing up.
Yeah, definitely.
Like,
well, and you know what I see all the time now? So one of the, and maybe this is, actually, no, I'm not even going to say it's because we've gotten older. Someone like Speed, right? The Twitch.
Oh, yes.
Streamer.
Right. Yep.
He's over the top, obviously.
Oh, very over the top.
Very over the top, but very, for likes and everything, I guess, sexualizes a lot of content in a way.
Yes.
Because I'm not even kidding. That many times I see, it was I don't watch NRL, but I saw this on TikTok or maybe Facebook. When the camera went to the crowd and everyone's like waving. And went to kids,
exactly.
And kids are straight
away
away
you doing
like,
it?
Oh, no, nah, better
not.
You
better not.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Oh,
whatever that is.
He's done it.
The, like, gesturing that they're giving head.
Yeah.
They have no idea what they're
they just
doing.
think it's funny.
They just think it's funny.
People around them are laughing.
Do they really think about what they are doing? Because I remember when I was a kid.
And now, isn't it funny? I know that our very first episode was cancel culture, or the second episode we talked about cancel. But like, you imagine like little Jeremy's done that.
Yeah.
At the NFL.
Yeah.
That clips it. And then like 30 years down the track, these little jazz artists, I'm not going to do it because I don't want to get cancelled myself.
And it's not cool anymore.
Yeah, but it's just like, mate.
But
we've fired you. Look at what you've done when you were 12.
It's the same with some of these dances on TikTok, which are
incredibly
over-sexualized.
It's ridiculous.
But there's so many kids on TikTok now that they
have
the
hips ones.
They have no idea that the dances they are doing are.
They sound like a Charlie D'Amelio or bloody Addison Rae. I'm trying to think of like TikTok.
They're not too bad.
Not anymore.
I don't think I
haven't seen any. I don't follow either of them.
Yeah. No, there's more influencers out there that really are deliberately
like those hot tub streamers.
Exactly. They're being as sexual as possible.
They know it too.
They know it too. They know what they're getting because the biggest thing that's going on right now is they'll do the dances. They'll make sure their cleavage is out or anything. Because
by the way, I'm all for get your money. No, seriously though, clearly there's a market, it works. You know people are going to pay for like that fee. Even OnlyFans, for example, like people are willing to pay the money. But that's fair enough.
That's what I'm saying.
It's easy money. In that sense,
they're doing the dances because they got their link tree in their TikTok bio.
Yeah, and
that brings them.
Then brings the OnlyFans.
So that's why
you're subscribing to that. Then you're subscribing to the next thing because you want to see like the sneaky pics.
Yep.
By the way, just so people, in case you're thinking of, oh, shit, I'm going to get some OnlyFans. I'm sure there's people out there who are doing the stuff that you want them to do. Just be careful because I had a mate who thought it would be funny to buy. Well, not funny. Obviously, he wanted to buy OnlyFans for his own personal reasons. I don't think we need to dive into those reasons.
Yeah.
Turns out this person used to be on Love Island.
Okay.
Turns out what she was uploading to OnlyFans was pretty much the same as what she's uploading to Instagram.
Was this you?
Bitch, no, it wasn't. It wasn't. No, because I've never done. I've never ever paid for an OnlyFans. Never ever. No, and he paid for it, and he was telling me, well, I found out via someone else.
Yeah.
And he's just like, man, he paid for the OnlyFans. Just pay fucking $15 per. I don't know. Is it monthly? I don't know how.
I think it's monthly.
Yeah, $15 per month to see old mate upload some bikini photos.
Isn't that crazy that so many influencers get OnlyFans now, and all they do is upload bikini pics and everything, and they make bank.
Oh, they make so much bank.
They make so much money.
Oh, granted, again, good on you. You're playing the game. You're fucking playing it well. I have most respect.
Here's the question we go back to, right? I fully agree with you. If you want to do OnlyFans, do OnlyFans. That's
I couldn't give a shit.
If you want to promote it, that's fine.
Yeah, you do it your way.
But it's hard now because on TikTok there's so many children.
Yes. You are
so many children.
So then they think it's almost like the noise, especially at that age. He's still developing.
Exactly. So when
you don't quite grasp
when there's a woman or a guy, it could be a guy, either one, going, okay, I'm going to do a really over sexualized dance. This way, I'm going to make sure that people click on my profile, then they go to my OnlyFans because that's where I make money. Because let's be very clear, you do not make money on TikTok.
Next to none.
Literally next to none.
Even the best of the best.
Pennies.
It's all about the sponsorship deals, which then you get,
or your merch and you're linking it in. But anyway, if we've got them doing that, that's completely fine. But when you've got a 12-year-old who sees that and says, I want to be like that, then they're doing the dance and they have no idea.
Yeah, and then that's where you start your issues, and then like the whole argument of parents letting kids do too. But I don't know, the internet's it can be a great place. It can be a very dark place.
It can be such a good place.
I still remember. I'll never ever forget.
Friday night.
Wait, what?
Huh? What were you saying?
I did not hear a single word.
Yeah, no, that's all right. I
completely zoned it. I was going to say the very first time I went on Reddit.
Yeah.
No, I didn't really know the website that well.
Yeah.
I just knew there was like a WTF subreddit.
Yep.
I was like, I love me some WTF. I think that's funny. Turns out, no. WTF was not what I think it was.
Yeah.
Never ever forget. And the image is still in my head to this day. I click on it and I'm like, oh, okay, it's just a normal building.
Yeah.
This video, this person decided that it was their time to no longer be on this earth. It was actually a video of them jumping off and I was like, yeah, no, that's enough for me.
Yeah.
And I don't think I've visited, I genuinely don't think I touched Reddit for like at least 3 or 4 years.
You know what one I saw, which was this year?
It was just like, no.
There was one of a teenager and he was a big boy. He went on one of those rides in America that went all the way to the top and then really
the good old seesaw or whatever it is.
Like no, it was, what was the one that just goes straight up?
It's like, like the Tower Terror.
Oh,
like, yep.
Yeah, he went on one of them and then he wasn't properly strapped in. So when it went halfway down, it stopped and he just completely fell and it was the biggest splat ever. And stuff like that makes you want to go, I'm away from the internet.
Yeah, like completely, man.
But
even that person with do you remember the McChicken one that went viral?
What?
That guy more or less like pretty much having sex with a McChicken. I remember that went over Twitter and I was like, bro, I'm so done. And I have not had a McChicken since. You know, I'm like, I was put me completely off.
I have not
so aggressive with the buns. I was like, nah, bro. No one needs to be that aggressive.
No, I haven't seen that. But
even Twitter's bad nowadays, man.
Oh, Twitter's. Here's a fair question. I know that when we were younger, all the time it would be like, monitor your kids, make sure you're monitoring them online and everything like that, because you don't know what they'll see. And I swear it was not even as close to as bad as today, because today influencers like Speed or Aiden Ross are acting, I guess they call sus, like trying to be overly sexual themselves as a joke. And they do that for more attention, because let's be very clear. People go to Speed's stream because something crazy will always happen.
110%.
Because he's being over, or he'll say something absolutely absurd.
Very controversial. It makes headlines. He gets headlines, draws people in because, like, oh my God, he said that, so I better watch him to see what he's going to say. Smart, but incredibly fucking dangerous.
Because there's so many kids watching it, and they're seeing the success, and they're trying to be exactly like him. And then you'll see things online, and kids are pretending that they're giving blowjobs. How weird is that?
Yeah, and you started that. It's almost like for us, who would have that? Maybe like Vitali.
Vitali was pretty bad.
Like for us growing up, like that would have been like our version, I reckon, of say like Speed.
Yeah. Oh, his
But
he
wasn't
actual
as
pranks.
But I reckon Vitaly, as the years went on, he got worse. He always did some like
he assaulted a woman.
Like he's done some like lewd and ridiculous. But I feel like he like tried to up the game, and I was like, bro, like you're doing it. Like this is you've crossed the line.
He went and did his own website, which made millions and millions, where he just did pranks and paid girls to be topless while doing it, things like that, right? But then he got on the drags. He got on the drags bad, and he assaulted a woman who went running one night. Or some, he assaulted. a woman.
And I remember hearing this story.
He literally assaulted a woman. I personally, if someone's going to get cancelled, this is what screws me up so much. People who get cancelled are the ones who sit there and apologise for absolutely anything. Yet you'll get ones who will assault a woman or do something absolutely crazy, and they don't care, and they'll just keep doing their content the way they want to do it.
Nothing happened,
and it's forgotten.
That's also a funny thing. Just while we're talking on like the sexualization and stuff. Granted, I never really got into too much James Charles.
Yeah,
but even like someone like I remember he was like blowing up huge. The whole drama came out with his makeup line and that tatty whatever chick.
Yeah,
and anyways, I don't know how many times this guy keeps on talking to underage males, females, whatever. Like it's like, bro, like,
yeah.
At what time? How do you have people who still support like? Yeah. After all these things, like
Minecraft streamers, there was a lot of Minecraft.
Oh, that was so bad when we were going through it, like in our like high school years and all that. Minecraft was so bad for that, so incredibly bad.
Penguin Club,
yeah, which is now shut down.
So
even Omegle, man, like back in the day, like I don't even know. True. Like you see people who do Omegle streaming, and I find it fascinating that that's even still going. Like I know it's on the internet, so it's always going to be there. But like the fact that it's still being used and people are still doing videos on Omegle, and all that, I'm just like, really?
You know those parody channels where they'll do something like Kermit the Frog. Have you seen that? Where he whips out like a cucumber as a joke. There's heaps of parody channels on Omegle, and they get great content. There was one guy who I think he was dressing up as a joke, or he's trying to do something, right? And then when he clicked to his next whoever
chat room,
next chat room. It was two, let's say, 10-year-old kids, like a boy and a girl. And he completely stopped, cut it out, and he goes, "What are you doing? Get off. Get off." And the kid's like, "Suck my dick," or stuff like that. And he's like, "No, you have no idea what the site you're on. Get off. Seriously."
Oh, wow.
And that's what I mean. I think,
in saying that though, respect to the person who did that to be like, you really shouldn't be like.
Man, I'm sitting here and
the internet, again, it's so accessible.
And what I'm struggling with is I would look back and for us, they would be like, "Oh, are video games too violent?" And I think the other one was screen time. Because I remember for us, we would have a limit on how much we could spend on socials or PlayStation, Xbox. And now I really mean this. There should be a way. I don't know. There should be a way to. Maybe an 18+ mode for these sites, because if I had a child, I would hate them scrolling through normal TikTok. Because keep in mind, if you scroll and you really like the sexualization dances, that's all you'll find.
Oh, bloody oath. Yeah, your For You page is fact.
Yeah, your For You page. If you like cooking and all you do is like cooking videos, TikTok will
make sure the algorithm,
TikTok will literally only give you cooking videos. So that's why guys get caught out, and it can be funny on TikTok when they are scrolling through their For You page and it's nothing but girls with massive boobs or something. Because that's all
they've watched. Yeah.
But I think it really is a worry when so many people are trying to promote their OnlyFans and there's so many children on this site.
That's ridiculous.
I think there should just be an 18+. That's all I think with each site. If there was an 18+, like Twitch, if Twitch had an 18+ mode, then they've done their job.
You lose half your issues too by doing that.
Just have it
like even like YouTube to a degree age restricts videos, and it's like I know that's frustrating at times, but at least the option's there.
Yeah,
like in that set, like really, like especially when you're doing some risque sort of stuff, like at least you rather have the option than not have it at all.
Yeah, definitely.
Is more or less what we're trying to say, I guess. Yeah, in a roundabout way.
Same with Twitch. They were having a massive issue with these hot tub streamers where. If anyone didn't know, pretty much girls would get in hot tubs or just a kiddie pool with water, get in their bikini and just...
But isn't it funny, though, because you have those, and they're obviously making major bank. Again, good on.
Huge.
But then you have, like, some other streamer who maybe said something a bit, like, ludicrous. They're the ones that... And it's just, like, the whole... I don't know. Twitch, to me, I don't know enough about it. And it's, again, another discussion for another day. But, like, the way they ban people and all that, Twitch seems a bit backwards to me.
I think it all does, if I'm honest.
Like, what's allowed, what isn't allowed is just very, like...
And you know what the worst part is? There'll be bigger influencers that get banned for a couple of days here and there, and they can voice their opinion, and they can get it overturned because they either know someone who knows someone who can get it fixed up.
Yeah.
How about those small streamers with maybe 10,000
Oh, you're not
followers?
coming back.
Literally.
It's game over.
It's
Good luck to you.
It's so messed up.
Like, it's ridiculous. Even the, like, YouTube strikes.
They can be
and all
ridiculous
that channels.
too.
Like, some of them, it's just like...
Copyright claims have gone...
through the roof. Dude, even when you were just showing me alone, like, I don't know whether the videos are listed on our channel.
Yeah, the gaming one they are.
Or not. Like, but, like, dude, from the MLB one, just, like, straight away you're like, oh, man, have a look at this. And I'm just like...
We did an MLB series, and just from... I think we made 6 videos from it, and we played for, like, an hour or something. In that time, anytime the main music menu was playing, there was some type of song. So nearly every single video, copyright strike. And the way they do it now, it's just, it hadn't even been online. Like,
it was like, actually, it wasn't even to the public.
Uploading, and it said the name of the song, who owns the rights. Next one, name of the song, who owns the rights.
And to me, I was blown away because when I did YouTube way back, yes, copyright was a thing. But
nowhere near as bad.
Nowhere near as bad. And you could almost get away with it to the point where, like, you would have, as long as you had the song name, title, and description, the links to, like, that specific artist, you could be like, hey, like, I'm using, let's say, for example, Hoodie Allen.
Yeah.
No Faith in Brooklyn. This is his Facebook. This is YouTube. This is iTunes. This is his blah, blah, blah. You list everything. And then in the description as well, you put, I do not own the rights to this song. I'm just using it for entertainment purposes only. A little bit more jargon.
Yeah.
It's pretty much like Happy Days.
Yeah. And I don't understand, because if I made music and I saw some small YouTuber put my song over his vlog or his video, I think that's awesome. I'd be like, fantastic.
I can understand. Again, I don't know YouTube. I'm so out of touch with YouTube CPM, how it all works. But I still feel like, okay, I can understand maybe you're getting a bit frustrated if people are more or less making money off your song. But at the same time, if it's getting played in their song, for example, FaZe Rain's probably a perfect example. He used All Time Low John Bellion. He would have it in his outro all the time, and I was like, fuck, I love that song. So for me, I then go out of my way to look John Bellion up. I then play that song. I'm like, oh, what else does he have? So for me, it's like he's exposing me to more music, and now he's getting more plays because FaZe Rain's fucking big, man. Like especially back then. So then it's like he himself gets more exposure, more people listening to him. He's getting more monthly listeners, more streams, more buys. So like I could be completely wrong because I know next to nothing about the music industry, but I would think it's like, wouldn't you, like, to a degree, wouldn't you want more exposure? Yeah. The more plays you get, it's the better for you. Yes, okay, they might be making a couple of thousand, but
it's how you use it. If it's, and fair use has gone out the window, because if I used it for 5 seconds in a song, I'm not. I don't.
5 seconds is next to nothing.
Next to nothing. And also,
what's the point?
If someone heard it and liked it, they'd be like, "Oh, awesome! Listen back to the lyrics, type them in YouTube, and then find the original song." So that's 5
seconds isn't even realistically enough to Shazam a song. And then you have to, and then in the head as well, it's like, "Ooh, baby," and it's like, bro, there's gonna be like 30,000 songs with that coming up. You're not gonna find the specific song.
Yeah, it is a bit ridiculous.
Like, it's just crazy.
I think. All right, if you had a kid,
yes,
okay. Would you be okay with them having their own phone at 11? Because keep in mind, phones and things like that for us weren't okay until about year 8. Do you reckon?
My first mobile phone was going into maybe grade 6 or like at the end of grade 6. But mine,
you got one, yeah.
But mine wasn't. Again,
mine was like a BlackBerry.
This is what I mean. Mine was like some Nokia, like not like a brick, but it was very basic. And then I saved up for my next phone, which I think maybe I had up until. I'm trying trying to think off the top of my head. Maybe like the start, maybe halfway through year 7, it was a flip phone Nokia.
Yeah.
And then finally my old man brought me back. It was a Nokia X7. Yeah. And it was a touchscreen phone.
Yeah, yeah.
And I thought that was like the bee's knees.
Yeah, 100%.
And all because I could log on to Facebook. I didn't know what I was doing.
Well, this is, I've seen this a few times. If you don't have a phone now when you're about 10.
That's fucked to me.
Then your parents are struggling with the issue that if I don't want to give my kid a phone, but everyone else in the class has a phone, he'll get excluded and he'll get made fun of. Which is
what do you mean you're not on Snapchat? What do you mean you don't have? And that's another thing that really fucks me up because I had a MySpace.
Yeah.
Which then obviously went to Facebook. Man, I was on MySpace in like year 7. I don't think I even had a Facebook until like maybe like year 8 or 9.
Yeah. Well, now they've got
and you look at everyone's Snap score. Like I use Snapchat. My Snap score is like maybe 250. Bro, there are people on Snapchat who have Snap scores like 1 minute. I'm like, how many people? First off, do you have on your Snapchat? But how many people are you fucking replying to?
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, but like, no, thank you. That is cool.
Sounds like a chore.
It does, man. Like, and then you see like, one of those people who myself. I don't know if you're the same, but like. I've got mates whose phones are like, they've got like 100 missed calls, 100 missed texts. They have their emails at like the fucking like little circle thing. Like, I'm like, bro, like you're not a celebrity. Like,
check your emails.
Clear that shit. I don't know. I hate knowing that I've got a message that's unread on Facebook. I
can't see the 100. Yeah, it
does my head in. Like, I'm like, no.
So,
but back to the discussion. Yeah, would I let my kid own a phone at 11? I almost feel like I wanted to say no, but then there's that part of me that's like, I know that he'd be missing out, and I know myself when I was a kid, my parents were also like, you don't want to be like left out.
Definitely.
I guess.
100%.
But then it's also like, fuck, I don't want to give my kid access, purely because, again, me being that age, I knew what I did back then.
Yeah, yeah.
And I thought it was, looking back at it now, I thought it was bad for us then.
Yeah.
It is so much. Facebook, Instagram, MySpace, fucking, I've got 4chan,
Twitter,
whatever.
There's so much.
It's just like,
there is
like
too much.
I said some dumb shit back then.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I think more. I don't like the influencers that are out at the moment. There's too many that are completely fake, and they're very aware how over the top they are. We've said this before. The ones where they go in the shopping centre and, say...
Face rock what?
Yeah.
What?
Does he do that?
Oh, I don't know if he goes into shopping centres, but, mate, what about all the... Oh, my God, look what I found in the backyard. And it's like, bro, you've clearly just dug it. And like,
he knows his core audience is 10-year-olds. Yeah, he's very aware of that. But I'm talking more the ones where they'll fake pranks and things like... I hate that content because they know
it's
exactly
like all paid actors. It's all paid actors. Like, I kissed my sister.
Yeah, yeah. And then for some reason the comments are, I kissed my sister.
I don't know. Like we were all like whatever those titles are. You know,
there's
those YouTubes out there, and then everyone in the comments is like, "Oh my God, I can't believe he kissed me." It's like, bro, like, I'm sorry, like, come on.
Well, if they're so fake, and then kids are looking up to those videos thinking that's how to act. They'll go to school. I know for a fact there's kids that would go to school, act like Speed or Aiden Ross, and there'd be kids that'd be like, "You're an absolute tool."
Oh, 110%.
Like, in the real world, that's not how you act, and now I'm excluding you because that's ridiculous.
110%.
So that would happen a lot, so much, because whoever you idolise, you want to be like, and I feel like the influencers today, so many of them are just shocking.
Shocking, like. Yeah. I don't know. Like, do you really want to be looking up to that again? Though,
and the real ones are more left behind too.
Unfortunately, the genuine like ones who actually give a fuck / care
because they're not doing something and
outrageous, outlandish. Like they're just very structured.
Yep.
Very like
day to day.
Like I'm not going to be.
Yeah.
And it's such a shame too because it almost feels like to almost make it on platforms these days to be the next big thing.
Whatever. You have to be outland,
You gotta be.
People want that
way.
Next hit. That's like TikTok at the moment, where on YouTube, someone watch a 10-minute video and which could be quality, and they go, "I'll watch that, and just go on TikTok, and because it's that really quick,
that quick
hit of
clip
serotonin,
of like the best of the best moments.
Yep,
bang done.
It's
which is just a shame. But I think as well the biggest thing with TikTok is how quickly a trend / like thing go. Like there's like a new dance like almost like every 3 days.
Perfect example. Like, there's one trend at the moment where they're banging on the door. It's like dun.
Yeah,
dun.
Yeah, I know the exact one.
Yeah, and then it'll cut to the other side of the door, and they're all dressed up. Also on TikTok, it keeps showing that no one's original.
Oh no, it's just copy. But it's
so copy.
Who can one up the other person? It's like let's wear less clothing.
Oh, definitely, because
then that's going to get more views.
You know, I met someone real quick. I met someone at an open home I was doing, and he's full on in the tech world, like completely in the tech world. Really nice guy. Had a good amount of money too. Like he knew what he was doing. So he was high up in his career. We were talking about TikTok, and we spoke about how in China, because you know how TikTok, they have their trends are literally like scientific, mathematical things that really help improve your brain. And if kids are watching, they're like, "Oh, that's really good," and they're improving themselves. While over in America and Australia, it's the dumbest possible trends. Keep in mind, saying dumb, whatever trends we did back then, our parents would have said it was dumb. So
it's just like the generation after generation.
Yeah, but there's no growth or there's
personal development. You're not engaging your brain. You're not getting smarter.
So a lot of people say that that's deliberate by China.
Yeah, okay.
Some people are saying that, right? Here's the thing. He said as well that what's going on is TikTok has that many algorithms, that much built in the app that they will somehow judge the points on your face if you're attractive enough. And if you're at a certain level that TikTok's looked at your face structure and the way you look, it'll boost you up over other people. And if you think about it, your feed is filled with nothing but attractive people.
Now that you say it, I probably would say
it is
like
nothing.
You get like the odd
but it's nothing but attractive people.
Yeah, 9 times out of 10. Yeah, no, you're spot on.
And I was like, no, that's true. I really reckon that's true. So, yeah, it's fucking. I don't know if it's because I know for a fact, as I said before, our parents would have thought whatever we were looking at that time.
Oh, so
they
many
definitely
times.
did was ridiculous.
So many times I go up to like mum or dad and be like, "Hey, we'll have a look," and they'd be like, "This is just like, what are you doing?"
Yeah,
which is sometimes how I feel when like even though my brother like our age gap's only 5 years, my brother will be like, "Have a look at this," and I'll be like, "This isn't like this is just shit."
Yeah, definitely.
Like, I don't understand. Like, okay, like
what? Yeah, well,
good times and great classic hits.
Oh god, we hit the 30.
Oh boy,
yeah, very good, mate. No, another
social
one.
Media, you know how it is.
Social media, very good, Bass.